All right, boys. Sorry for the wait there. Just getting set up here. Of course, it's your boy Zeke in the booth for my third straight game. Forgot to mute up. But I'm here for my third straight game, rocking with y'all. Y'all been coming through, rocking with me. So I said, you know what? Let me just close the week strong on Friday night. Do 2 games, 2-a-days. I'm out here doing 2-a-days, y'all. So tune in, tap in with me. Share the link. We got Florida State and Georgia, and I honestly I gotta fix that title there in just a second here. Sorry about that, fellas. Like I said, I was trying to rush to get to this video, so pardon me on that. But we're gonna get it right. All right, there we go. That was kind of killing me. So if you just want to hit your refresh, you will be tapped into the correct game. Here we go, man. Number 2 Florida State against number 7 Georgia. And boy, is it time for a showdown here. Friday Night Lights. If you didn't tune in earlier, we had our first game. Notre Dame pulling off the huge upset over Ole Miss. Number 10 over 5. Beat them 34-0. It was a shutout type of day. Just all things clicking for Notre Dame today. And now Florida State would try to, well, I guess you could say Georgia would try to do the same and follow up with another upset here. Big time matchup. 3rd game straight for your boy Zeke in the booth. And we are live. Jackson Belt hasn't touched under 100 yards since he's been entered into the starting lineup. The freshman bulldozes his way out for a 10-yard gain. His first rush out the gate. They're going to say he's short. Looking at a 2nd and inches. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Oh, almost throws a pick right away to Damari Jones here. Oh, no, actually, that was Timmy. That was Timmy boy. Timmy Ricks, of course. How could I? He's very upset with himself. He didn't come away with that. But here's Jackson cutting through and a first down. Just a tough running back. The freshman really been putting in some work. Again, hasn't gotten under 100 yards. 3 straight games he started here as a freshman. Took the staff a long time to get him in the lineup. But Coach Kappa, that's one of his guys. He believed in him. When he took the reins from Coach Holt, he put this guy JB in the lineup. And this guy hasn't looked back since. Been looking like a true RB1 over here at Florida State. Just running the ball very effectively. And, you know, we're going to see if these Bulldogs can slow him down with those big guys up front. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. You guys get those likes in there. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Just great ball carrier vision here. Way to cut back. Doing damage. Number 3 already locked in tonight. He's ready for a showdown tonight, guys. I can see it. They're going to keep feeding him. Feed the beast. Oh, my. He's going to get to the outside for a first and plenty more. And this kid is the real deal. I'm trying to tell you. The real deal. 47 yards already, and he's cooking this Georgia defense up. Oh, my goodness. Jackson Belt is really that guy. I mean, if this kid was running for a full 11, 12 weeks, he might be the best running back on the block. How do you guys feel about that? This kid is pretty unstoppable. Again, no less than 100 coming from this kid. He already has 47 in just 3 minutes of the first quarter, so you can already tell he's on pace for a 200-yard game some type of day, one of those kind of days for him. But let's see if the ball club can get the win. As Florida State, Jerry Mays has these guys looking really good early on, driving this field with ease. Another handoff to Jackson, cutting out to the outside. Oh, he has a block, but he decides to go for the spin. Taken down by Juan Redden, I believe, on that one. But man, oh man, he's already have century marked 57 yards. And on his way up, he's cooking. Coach Kappa loving it. He's got his workhorse for him. He's got his guy, his running back that he's going to tip his hat to every night and give him the ball and run the game plan through this kid. Florida State ground game is on elite status right now, folks. Beware, because this kid is coming with it. And when we see him for a full season next season, you running backs better get prepared. This kid is definitely a different breed. Here's Jerry. He's got some dangerous DBs out there. Dangerous secondary he's playing around with, but also a dangerous... Oh, wide open in the back of the touchdown, the back of the end zone is Ja Avila picking up a touchdown. Number 4 just caught him wide open. Oh my goodness. Florida State striking first here. Florida State 6-0. Oh man, Coach Kappa loving it. They call him Drilla. Getting the first touchdown of the day. Getting this road team on the board and cooking, and the Bulldogs might be in a bit of trouble here, guys. Give me your predictions down in the chat. We got 10 likes, 14 live. I love it. Let's get 15 likes in here. Let's get 20 views in here. Let's spread the word. We are live, and so far it looks like Florida State's going to give us what we asked for. A wonderful night here in and off our Friday Night Lights, our doubleheader special here going on today. We already seen one upset. Florida State's trying to let it be known that there will not be another. Trying to let it be known. Let's see what they do here. They're going to come back out here onto the field. Georgia's going to get their first look of the night. We got KJ Smith stepping up here, having himself a solid freshman season. Can't be mad at this one. He's had his highs and lows, but for the most part, he's been playing some great football. You know, it's a team thing when it comes to those losses they've had. But here he is in the shotgun, turning his back, and he's getting sacked down. And number 4 having a tough go at it already to start this ball game. I want to take a look at how he did last week. Let's see how Georgia fared in their matchup last week here. Because, yeah. So they're coming off of a tough loss week 10 to USC, who actually is pretty hot right now. They just took down another team this week. So these guys, and you know, I think it was LSU, and Trey Williams was out there cooking. So shout out to USC. The Trojans are hot, and they took down a Georgia team last week in an upset 13-3 that put Georgia at 6-4. So KJ Smith, not a bad night. 79 rating, 268 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Kyson Carter had 108 yards, a touchdown, and Redden had 9 tackles. So, you know, I don't know. It was a 10-16 ball game. We got to see what KJ can do this week as the pass is deflected. Gonna have a 3 and out for Georgia. Not much movement there. Didn't really get a chance to move the chains at all. They've got to figure something out here, and they need to do it early, because it looks like Florida State all ready to cook. That drive that Florida State had in that opener was quite the easy road there, I should say. But here we go, Jackson Belt. As you see, no lie here, no cap, 126 yards last week. So you see how he's coming. He's coming with 126 yards last week, already up to 57 in the first quarter. Let's see if they can slow this kid down. Right now they're going to go with Sean Landry, the sophomore running back. Going to be a fake. Oh, yeah, pressure, and he gets it off. Ja Avila feeling it tonight. Getting himself another reception here for 20 yards on the night and a tutty. And this defense is going to have to get to it. Jackson Belt, you know, he's charging down a lane, and he runs Juan Redden over. Just throws him over for the first down, and Jackson Belt is showing why he feels he is the best running back in the nation. Given the chance to play a full season, he said, you can't imagine the things I could do on this field. In just 4 to 5 games, look at him go. Oh, bounces him off. He just bounced off of him. Look at him. Boing. Oh, boy, no way. No way does he do that to my guy, Juan Redden. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to Eric Glover. You boys have been balling, man. Oh, All right, Juan Reddin's no slouch. He's not gonna back down. Is he gonna pick up the tackle for loss? He's gonna get his get back here. Owen Jackson Belt with a big time tackle. That's why I love it here, because you guys can get it. You know, you guys can get your get back. Anybody can make a play, and Juan Reddin not backing down to Jackson Belt, the force of Belt here. What they say, he putting a belt to him. That's that instant get back, exactly, EG. Glove, no, man. But you guys are having a spectacular season, man. 2 back-to-back years where pretty stellar football. I mean, I know you weren't part of this team last year, but you know, you guys are back in position here. A lot of sophomore transfers over here. Simpson and Glover along with Landry. So these guys put on a show. Oh, and Elijah Wagner as well. But there's going to be a fumble, and Jerry Mays is going to be able to pick that back up. And I think LJ Gray is going to be credited that sack and a fumble. LJ Gray, where Jerry Mays is going to recover it on a crazy. Just a crazy, I don't know what you want to call that down there, mix-up, if you will. Man, you got to be careful around those Bulldogs. Those guys up front, they'll get a hold of you. They put the paws on you now. You got to be careful out here rushing around that front line. Oh, boy. That might have sparked something. Hopefully that could light a fire under this offense. And KJ Smith here coming out, QB1, number 4. Oh yeah, it's going down. We got a single back trips up top. What are we gonna do? Pass. Oh, dangerous territories. That's Davon Wendy's, the leading interception guy and pass deflection guy coming into week 11. You do not want to throw it to 5. I can tell you that. Oh, he's going back extra yards. Oh, I think he just needed an extra little. I don't know what that was, but he got it to Wimbo. Maybe he needed a little more room to work. He said, I'm too close. I got to drop back a little further, coach, so I can dot it in here to Wimbo. But it's going to still be shy. 3rd and 1. 4 on the board here. Here we go. Just 1 yard to pick up. 7-0 ball game. They're going to go with the play action. KJ, short pass, got him. Picking up the first down. It's going to be Bowers. Looking like the tight end here. Backup tight end work. And just like that, here come the Bulldogs. Moving the chains. Was struggling a bit earlier, but now they're going to start racking up the first downs. That's all you got to do. Take your time, settle in, find your groove, start picking up first downs one at a time until you can make that play. This game is far from over. 7-0 ball game here. We're just getting started. Another play action. Good blocking. Oh, it was a beauty. It looked like one and it was one. Sometimes if it looks like it, then it is. Wimbo bands jumping out of the sky. Oh my goodness. Look at the big fella, the tight end, looking like a receiver out there. I love his drip. I really feel like he's got the dopest tight end drip. Oh boy. Look, one-on-one crimes out here with Hayden getting up to him. But Wimbo bands back-to-back receptions, and here come the Bulldogs. Here come the Bulldogs. And then Ryan Brooks gonna run it in for a solid gain of 7 here. As Georgia feels like, you know, a bit of a momentum shift here. Ryan up the middle again for a first down and trying to get CS1 Heisman rolling here. Oh, they don't give him the first. They're going to say he's short. It's a shorty, guys. It's a shorty. Oh, that is, whoa, boy, you trying to kill that man. KJ, what did Tyson do to you? He sent that man in the straight ER room, like, goodness, he threw that man into some danger. Oh my goodness. You got to be careful. That boy Kyson Carter almost got his top lifted off. Look at this. Oh my, wow. 3 people. I think AJ Hayden lit him up coming across the middle. They're going to go for it here. Coach Duck Woods. Coach Duck Woods, go for it, man. Punch it in. Give it to that kid, Ryan Brooks, sophomore running back. Oh, but they're going to go with KJ. They believe in the arm. Oh, but it's strapped. That's going to be Maddox.
Wow, and that was a gutsy call from the Bulldogs. I really felt like they should have punched it in with Ryan, but they chose to go with their quarterback to make the play. And he tried to go to the outside here and just wasn't able to get it. A.J. Hayden with the straps. And we're going for 1st and 10. 1st and 10 under center. We got Sean Landry in motion. Going to Jackson. Taking down Timmy Ricks. Getting back there fast. You know that DB there. That's that DB work. That boy's one of the best to do it right now. He's just a freshman, but he's putting in some quality work. A couple of pick sixes here. Quick little dump off to Eric Glover. Glove gonna pick up a few yards on the play. Looking at a 3rd and 5-yard gain. Shotgun clearing it out. Jerry Mays looking to work. Ooh, my goodness. Davion Bryant almost came away with a clean pick as Trayvon Simpson was the intended receiver. Gonna see a 3-and-out here. And just like that, that Georgia Bulldogs defense is zoning in on Florida State. They're making it tough. I mean, at first it was just run, but now you got Tim Ricks getting in that backfield, testing Jackson Belt a bit, you know, giving him a little bit of his own medicine. Now it's going to really be up to this Bulldogs offense to get some rhythm. They've got to gain some type of traction here. The defense has been holding it down. They've been doing their job, I got to say. Except for that first drive. They've settled in, and they haven't really allowed much. And here comes the pressure. Oh, they want to deem it a fumble. Oh, where's he going? Wait a minute. He picks it up. Oh. I thought he was going to go backwards, but they're going to give it a fumble here as KJ Smith coughs it up, and Ryan Brooks comes to the rescue. Wow, it could have got ugly. And just as I speak of this Georgia defense, you can never doubt this Florida State defense. These guys are definitely competitive and one of the top defensive teams, as well as Elijah Wagner comes away with the tackle. But wow, this thing is getting out of control. This thing is getting out of control. KJ getting another chance here. Going to dump it to Ryan. Going to reward his running back for cleaning up that play. And they're going to get a nice little game here as we end the first quarter. Let me see the twos in the chat, fellas. I believe this game is just getting started. We might have something special brewing here. We got 15 heads in the chat, 12 likes on the board. Let's match a 15 for 15 as we hit this second quarter. Twos in the chat. Twos in the chat, fellas. I see EG. I see Bo Sanders. I see KJ Smith. I see my boy, who was that? Damari. I see Coach Kappa in the building. Head coach Kappa Howard, that is. Officially, I seen the Instagram switch, bro. My boy Rado, straps, bro. Yeah, you feel me? That's what that was all about. Tayshawn Wiggins, Mamadou. Coach Dutt, I should say he's in his Coach Dutt bag. Took a tough L as Mamadou a little earlier, so now as Coach Dutt, he's trying to get it back in blood here, and it's looking a little bit shaky early on. Shout out to Jamar Neymar. Oh, I don't even know how I said that right. That was, okay. Hey, that was just, because there's a little bit of a twister there. Jamar Neymar. Shout out to Azell in the building. I do see you too, my brother. Kimani Granny stopped by and tapped in with his Jay Pickens, tapped in with his Coach Kai, even tapped in with AB in the cut. Jay Belt himself tapped in. Zay Harris tapped in. Fletcher just going back up to the top. Wimbo in the building. Everybody's tuned in. Shout out to the guys. 18 in the chat. Let's get 15 likes on the board. Florida State here with a chance to go up 2 possessions. Remember I talked about how important being up 2 possessions is last game. And Sean Landry finding a little way here. He's going to be getting taken down, but for a second there, it looked like he might have got loose. Picking up 4 on the play to start this drive. Jerry Mays looking very poised tonight. Got a little bit of pressure. Did get popped one good time, but he's staying with it in Jackson Belt. He's going to get to the outside and a head up matchup with Juan Redden. It feels like these two guys got something going here. They got something against each other as Juan Redden and Belt meeting for a 3rd or 4th time this evening. But Jackson Belt, that kid is a trooper. He is a runner. He a big stepper for sure. For sure, man. You gotta do something about number 3. I am really looking at him on the radar. I mean, I don't care how many games he played. He is showing that he's a for sure 100-yard rusher every game. It is incredible, actually. I can't even believe it. And if you look at his rating, it's not even really that crazy. So he's just out here really working. 79 yards I mean, wow, I cannot believe how great he is every game, how just productive. Oh, just a tough pass to Trey Harrison, our receiver of the year last year. Trying to squeeze one in there. Looking at a 3rd and 10, and here's where that Georgia defense is just so good. Getting teams down in a 3rd and 10 situation and clamping it up here. Those big guys, they start to come through. And Sean Landry going to get stopped. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, Sims not able to get the tackle, but we might have a hold here because it was a little funky over there. It did get a little bit of, oh, we got a roughing the passer. We got a roughing the passer. It's going to go against Georgia, and Florida State's going to get out of the situation. Wow, that is when you just know things are going your way. Jerry Mays going to find his man, Buford Van Dam. If you know, you know. Collins Hill picking up a nice gain of, what is that, 2 there? Wow. Sean Landry in motion. Is Jerry going to find him? No, he's going to, whoa, he's going to miss T. Simpson. He had a wide open Simpson. I don't know what happened there on the communication, but he was a wide open Simpson right there, waiting for a catch to be made. And Jerry going to give it another shot. Oh! And E.G. is taken down by Smith across the middle and is not going to be able to hold on, but they will have a chance to get a field goal here. So you got to think they're going to go for 3 here to put this lead up to a 2-possession ball game. That good old 2 possessions I was telling you about. Florida State needs it. Georgia, for the most part, playing some really fair defense here. Some really tough defense. Florida State's had their moments, of course. I mean, Jackson Belt. Georgia hasn't figured out an answer for Jackson Belt, but, you know, they've been kind of locking up receivers despite the Avila touchdown. I mean, you know, I can't really call it. Florida State's been playing a pretty good game, and Georgia's defense has been great. So, at the end of the day, Florida State holds a 10-0 lead, and that's where we stand. As we get Tim Ricks with a nice return here, 23-yard return. Getting his team in great position here to do some damage as we approach 8:37 here in the 2nd quarter. We would love to see Ryan Brooks get going here. You know, the former Heisman, well, I guess the reigning Heisman, hasn't had it taken away from him just yet. Here he is, taking it up the middle, trying to drag a few guys with him. Gonna punch it in for 5 yards. And it's looking like in the college series right now, the Heisman Trophy is the running back's trophy to be had. In real life, it's the quarterback, but it seems like in the PFL college series, it's the running back's award to be had. Nice dump off to Chris Elko. Georgia boys coming into full effect here. As you know, we stated Deuce Willis last game. He had a tough game, probably one of his worst games of the season just due to the lack of touches. And a good defensive effort from Notre Dame, and he's currently leading that race, and again, a running back. So you got to say, these running backs are very tough in this league, and as you can see, Jackson Belt, you see how dominant he is, so look out for him. He could be a future Heisman winner next season. So somebody's got to start coming in and dueling it out with these running backs, because these running backs are trying to make this a running back award to be had here. Here's KJ's got pressure coming. He's going to use his legs. Oh, he's going to get it off to Tyson, and we're going to get a face mask as well. Give me those yards, please, sir. What are you doing, boss man? Nice work from KJ. Way to improvise. Way to get out of that pocket. Scramble just a bit, just to get rid of it. And Kyson Carter, great awareness to come back and catch it and run hard. You play hard, you get calls going your way. And Georgia looking at a 1st and 10. Just passing that midfield, that G. Let's get it. Gonna hand it off to Ryan. Ryan's gonna be swarmed, but he's gonna find a way somehow. He was able to pick up 4. Oh my goodness, that defense was swarming, but this guy, Ryan, was able to work his way through. KJ looking. Here he is moving again. Finds a wide open window bands for another 1st down. Here come the Bulldogs. Oh boy, it's heating up here. Coming up on that 5-minute mark in the 1st half. KJ in that shotgun. Kyson up the top. Play action. Surveying the field. Dumps it. Wide open is Kyson. I called it out. Kyson at the top. Nobody's gonna guard him. Wide open down here in the red zone. 1st and 10. The Bulldogs are trying to make something happen. They don't want to go into the half with any points on the board. Well, no points on the board. Kyson just wide open. Where is the defense? Split them. Split them. Oh boy. Single back here. KJ looking, dagger. Touchdown, Georgia. AJ Barnes. Touchdown, Bulldogs. AJ Barnes. Making this a ball game officially. Wake up, folks. Everybody needs to wake up. Send the links. Wake up. It is a ball game. We have one. Friday Night Lights. Tune in. All right, boys, we got a 10-7 game. Jackson Belt straight out the backfield, easy first down. I'm telling you, this kid, he's going to have 100 yards in the first half. Where are they doing that at? I think the last person I seen do something close to that was Carlos Thompson. But it's for sure, it's for certain that this kid's going to get another 7 yards. I can tell you that within the next 4 minutes or 5. Florida State moving those chains as easy as 1, 2, 3 because this kid, Jackson Belt number 3, is just putting on a show. This kid can't be stopped. Somebody's got to get a body on him. Somebody's got to do something. They're going to go with Sean Landry. Try to do a juke move, but he's taken down. And I got to say, that Tyreek Smith, he's everywhere. I feel like that 23's been getting a lot of tackles. Yeah, he's been out there getting some work done. He's been getting it in. Because I've been seeing this kid everywhere on the field. I don't know how he's making it happen. He's getting through that line. But you got to say it's something about Jackson Belt because you see Sean can't do it the same way. It's different. We're going to empty it out, though. Jerry, quick dump off to EG. Glove. You know that's going to be some yards. Another tight end. Big Dog. Just call him Big Dog, actually. Eric Glove. Eric Big Dog Glove. Should be a new nickname. He lives up to it. St. John Bosco guy. You know I got to show love. And there's that pressure of that good old Georgia line. Oh, boy. Number 94 coming in. Finley. Or I should say Billups. But Finley was there to help him out. And that's the thing about Georgia. Just when you think you're driving on these guys, they hit you with a sack for 15, 20 yards back, and then now you're just in a tough situation. So here we are looking at a 9-yard loss, and it's going to be an immediate punt. So Georgia coming off of a nice, I should say, drive on the last one there to come away with a touchdown to make this thing, really interesting. And now they have 2 minutes and 28 seconds to possibly take the lead or tie it as KJ comes out. Last drive, 4. He's going to up Jay-Z 1. He's going 4 4s across the board. I don't know what that means, but and his jersey number's 4, so that's 5 of them. Oh goodness, what is he on right now? Oh my gosh, this kid. But that was a pretty interesting pass right there. 10-7, 2:26 here left in the first half, and Georgia coming off of a nice drive, trying to string together just one more before the half so they can make this thing a classic. Handoff to Ryan, taken down immediately. in the backfield here. Not going to get anything. 3rd and 10. They've got to make a move. This is normally where KJ likes to get out the pocket a bit, scramble, improvise. Let's see what he does. Taking a high snap. Here's some pressure coming. Looks, got one in the middle, and Ryan Brooks is gonna be shot. Is it a shorty? Is it a first? It's a first. It's not gonna be a shorty. It's a 1st and 10 for Ryan Brooks. Fought his way across the line. And it's gonna pay off. Big time first for Ryan Brooks. As Georgia driving this field. KJ lobs it to the outside. He has nobody, but a 10 for 16 night. So far, not bad at all. Lining up again, 140. Quick pass. Got Wimbo getting a lot of touches here early in this game. They're going with the quick hurry-up offense. No huddle. KJ, let's see him work. Another dump off. Ryan Brooks. More yards. Oh, boy. The Bulldogs are pushing. They're for certain going to tie this game up the way they're moving. They definitely have field goal position. But let's see if they can go ahead and make a statement here. Just to let them know that they're here in Georgia. They're in the South. They're down here. And the Bulldogs are coming out to play. They didn't let the dogs out the backyard, around the fence, and is going up. KJ, shotgun. Another dump off. Got him. Elko gets out of bounds. Look at the clock management. I'm loving this Georgia Bulldog offense right now. I'm talking about just very efficient, very effective. KJ, nice drop back. Oh, man, the form was there. I mean, he took his time. He took his time. He just stepped on him. Real elegant. Nice feed. Elko eating tonight. Okay. Look at KJ with the big step backs. I love it. Wimbo bends. Oh, boy. He's feeding them. He's feeding the receivers and they're eating. Oh, my gosh. Look at him go. The efficiency. Oh, got him jumping. Hold on. Hold on. We got a false start. Just when you think things are going good, they can get ugly. 1st and 15 here. Georgia, KJ, got him rolling right now. I don't think that's going to stop him. He's going to get Wimbo again. Him and Wimbo, he's been targeting Wimbo out here. Well, he's almost the biggest player out there. Hard to miss, number 1. KJ feeling it. Again, across the middle. They are eating that middle up, but we're going to have a flag on the play. But they are eating that middle of the field up, and Florida State's going to have to figure something out. Just got a holding on that offense, so no wonder that field is open that way. And Georgia's getting hit with a bunch of flags here. Just come on, just keep pushing them back. Why don't you? 2nd and 23 now. This is getting very ugly out here. Like I said, they've done enough to get in field goal position, and that's going to be not a good pass there. But at least they got rid of it. They get one more shot at it, and then they can tie this ball game up. Let's see what they do. KJ gonna go start this one under center. He's gonna have Ryan in the backfield here, dropping back. No pressure. Open Elko, not enough, but it's gonna get him close enough to just secure that 3 and tie this game up at the half. And that's just what the doctor ordered. Just get some points on the board. You know, we're lucky to get over on them, but we'll take the tie at home, go into the half, and get this thing cooking. I believe Georgia receives the ball at the half, so you know what? Take the 3. You're at home. Take the momentum. Ride it. Go in the locker room. Come back out. Receive the ball. And KJ, continue to cook. Continue to cook. The flags hurt him, but you did get 3 out of it, and you do get the ball back. So that's the way to go. You give KJ the opportunity to come right back out and stay with the hot hand. He doesn't have too much time off or too much time to think about things. He's able to get right back out there and get right back to the stuff. Oh, ooh. Boy. All it takes is one pass interference, right? And that's a field goal. I've seen that happen. But, boy, you better be careful back there. I think he was burnt toast a little bit there, just a little overthrown. But he might have had something there. Uh-oh. What's going on? But it's no good. Jerry Mays just shooting shots downfield here right now. He's on his 3rd shot. A 3rd shot at that hit. What are you going to do? Jerry Mays Throwing it up to end the first half. No. Nothing. We got halftime, fellas. 10-10, and we have ourselves a scrappy one here late tonight in Friday Night Light Football and College Series 2 PFL. We got ourselves a 10-10 ball game between Georgia and Florida State, two of the best teams in the nation. The number 2 team, Florida State Seminoles, versus, you already know, the number 7 Georgia Bulldogs. Georgia coming into this game with a record of 6-4. Meanwhile, their counterpart here, Florida State, coming into this game with a 7-3 record. So these guys are both trying to make statements. If Florida State could come away with a win tonight, that would definitely keep them up there and secure them that top 3 spot in this league headed into the playoffs. But if Georgia could somehow manage a victory tonight, putting them at 7-4, that's going to bode well for them in that top 5, with Ole Miss falling this week, and other things moving around the league when it comes to the rankings. So again, both of these games tonight were very critical, very crucial games to the rankings headed into week 12, the final week of the season. We'll have 2 more games coming to you live after tonight's games, which will feature Cincinnati hosting Oregon, Austin Briley in the game, and shortly after that, we'll give you guys Texas and Michigan, which we'll see Arch Manning and Carlos Thompson and those guys, Coach Tyon over there, taking on the Michigan team where the quarterback took a leave of absence from campus, and they're going to be starting this freshman quarterback they have on campus, giving him a shot. They say he could be the future. He's more of a scrambling type of quarterback. So we'll have more news on that for you guys tonight, later tonight, or early morning. But Michigan, look out for them to have a different look, a different feel, as Igo Zhang will be taking a leave of absence for the moment. We do not know what's going on with the future of his career, but he definitely is still around, and we're going to be hoping that he's in good spirits very soon. But here's KJ. Going to hand it off to Ryan. Ryan going to be stopped here. Looks like that Florida State defense is swarming. Let's get those 3s in the chat, fellas. 15 strong, 13 likes. Let's go 15 for 15. 3rd and 11 for KJ. He's going to get it to Ryan. Ryan going to be taken down straight up. And it looks like we're going to get a punt. Going to get that punting field unit back out onto the field here. Florida State defense still doing much of the same. Shout out to Coach Willis in the building. Georgia trying to find a way. Talk to me, chat. How we feeling tonight? How we feeling about this ball game? 10-10. Who's going to pull ahead? What's the problem? What's the issue? Are the defenses locking in? Are the defenses just really controlling this game, and basically last possession wins? Whoever has it last will probably get down to a field goal, because right now both these defenses aren't really giving these offenses much of a chance out here. Florida State defense is cooking. Georgia's defense is cooking. It's kind of hard for either team to move, you know, down the field right now. So, but the good thing that the Seminoles have going for them is JB has 93 yards on just 11 touches. I mean, just great production on minimal work. 11 touches for 93, barely in the 3rd quarter here. So look for Jackson to crack 100, and he just might do it on this drive here, as his first run is going to get him to 99. So he will most certainly crack 100 yards. And I believe Florida State, if they know what it was best for them, I would just run off of Jackson for the rest of the game. Just run major clock. There he is again, getting to the open field and catching one for a first down. I would just run major clock with Jackson Belt. He seems unstoppable on that ground, running that football. I would let him run the pill for the remainder of the game as long as he can for these next 2 quarters, because the offense is having a tough time when it comes down to getting to that red zone. So I'd run that clock out and get Jackson. Hey, there it is. This kid's a bulldozer coming across that out of that backfield. 107 yards for him tonight. Goodness gracious, I'm telling you, when I mean this kid has not had under 100 yards, I really mean it. I want to go back and take a look at the journey here for Jackson Belt. I told him to stick with it. I told him to stay in, and he didn't really understand it. He didn't know why he wasn't playing. Well, he did have a talk with coaching staff. But once Kappa came, each week, I kind of just kept throwing it like, yo, bro, in his ear, like, yo, bro, you got to see fit to play Belt. He could do better than Malcolm. No shade to Aaron Malcolm, but You got to do it. Oh, touchdown. They're able to split some tough defenders. Kyrie Simpson catches him slipping. Oh, boy. I guess he's not carrying him now. One of the best receivers in the nation. One of the better user receivers. Oh, with the one-hand snag there. Just able to get right in between of Kyrie Sims and another defender. And Jerry Mays puts a dime on the money. Florida State able to get a touchdown here. Goodness. 17-10. A dot if I ever seen one. EG is here. He's a witness. Oh my. Trey Simpson, one of the better receivers in the league, especially user, one of the top tier guys we have to offer, coming off a wonderful year at Texas, transferred over here to Florida State, and he's also putting on a show here as well. So he's definitely claiming a top receiver spot each year in the PFL, no matter how you slice it, no matter what team he's on, no matter how many games in the season. Simpson is going to do his thing. Man, oh man, Money Mays is what they call him. Just doing his dancey dance out here right now on this defense. An incredible drive, an incredible throw to give this team a 17-10 lead. And here comes Georgia. Ryan Brooks picking up a nice game here off the reception. Quite a solid receiving back as well there. 43 yards in the air. So Ryan Brooks getting it done all over the field as he now runs in for a first down. Again, doing a little bit of everything. 27 on the ground, 43 in the air. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. KJ Smith is going to get rid of it here. He's looking, he's got some pressure. Oh, he's not going to get rid of it. I thought he was going to get it to Ryan somehow, but he's sacked down. KJ Smith is going to take a sack here, and Florida State's defense is getting better and better as this game progresses. And it looks like Georgia is going to start entering some dangerous territories right here, some dangerous waters. If they don't make a move right now, I'm talking shark-infested waters, you know it. They got to get out of there. Ah, man, they are bringing the pressure. They are bringing the pressure. A handoff to, oh, Ryan. Wow, what a juke. Had that man lost. But it does not do enough here, as they're still looking at a 3rd and 13 situation. KJ's got to make something happen. He's got his man in motion here. What he's going to do is getting pressured, heavy pressure, dumps it off to Ryan. What a block! A big stop by Elijah Wagner, but it was a great chance. They had a shot at it. But Elijah Wagner, E6, is able to get the big-time stop, forcing a 4th and 2, and I'm sure Coach Duckwood's going to have to punt this ball away. He's going to have to get rid of it. The pressure has been on KJ Smith. He's feeling it for sure. But let's take a look back at Jackson Belt since entering that starting lineup. I just love the story of the underdog. And he got his first start in week 7. We're currently in week 11. Came out week 7, his first game ever as a freshman. What a punt. What a punt. Wow, Georgia's setting these guys up for the ultimate failure. Oh boy. But Jackson Belt, his first game, 27 attempts for 119 yards and 2 touchdowns. 119 yards, 2 touchdowns. His first ever collegiate game. His second collegiate game, week 8. He showed up and put up 146 yards on the ground. And look at him go! Look at him, it's a foot race! Tim Wicks is trying to keep up, and he takes him down! And now 167 yards added to the list of great running performances from this kid. Oh, boy. Oh, my gosh. This guy is incredible. Again, 146 yards in his second game. And then in his 3rd game, oh, he's just going to continue the run. And I told you he's going to push 200 yards tonight. I knew it was coming. His 3rd week in the league, 126 yards in the lineup. So that's 119, 146, 126. Does he stop? No, because guess what? He followed that up with 146 last week in week 10. And now he's following up 146 with 167. 100 and... Oh, no anymore. It's insane. 183 off just 17 rushes. What is this guy really made of? I'm losing my mind. This guy is something special. Jackson Belt of Duncanville, Texas. Putting them on the map. When they say who came out of Duncanville, you're going to have to say Jay Belt. Oh my gosh. And he's just a freshman. Just 5 weeks in. Imagine what he would have done to y'all for 11 weeks of torture. Oh, they got saved this year. Because I do believe this kid was coming for that position. He almost, in just 5 games, he's almost at 1,000. Goodness gracious, here he goes again up the middle, another flag. He's having his way with these guys out here on this field right now. He's gonna bring that one back though, it's gonna be a holding. It's gonna be a holding. But man, we have not seen the defensive line of UGA get cooked like this in a long time. I don't know if we ever have. These guys have nothing for Jackson Belt. Absolutely nothing. As Jerry Mays gets it over, I believe that's Trey Harrison going out of the screen there. Sure is. 14 yards for Trey Harrison. They're going to have to elect for 3. But it's going to put this lead up a bit more healthy out here. 20-10 healthy lead. 22-10 healthy lead here. 2 possession ball games are what we like. If you are up, you love a 2-possession ball game. Oh boy, 1:47 left in the third quarter. Georgia down but not out. You still have a whole, let's call it 13 and a half minutes to make something happen here. Not down a lot, 20-10. It just takes 1 touchdown here, 1 play at a time for these guys. And, you know, they can do it. They have the tools. Kyson Carter, Ryan Brooks, Wimbo Bands. KJ Smith's just got to put it all together here. And let's see what this freshman quarterback does. A lot of pressure on him. He's going to go to Ryan Brooks. Picking up 33 yards for the night here. 4-yard gain. Or 2-yard gain, sorry. Second down. Here's Ryan again. Oh, he's able to avoid one defender, but he runs into another brick wall. And that's just kind of been the story of the night. Number 33 stops him on 33 yards. KJ in a shotgun here on a 3rd and 8 situation. Low snap. Gets it to Ryan. Ryan with some room. Oh, but I think he's short. It's going to be a shorty doo-wop. It's going to be a Muggsy Bowl. It's short. Oh, my gosh. You got to go for it. I'm going for it. Hey. I'm going for it. I'm going for it. 3rd and inches. We're going right back to Ryan Brooks immediately. We're going right back to RB. Oh, man. What are they going to do? Oh, broke my heart. You got to slide the peel. You got to get it over back to Georgia or back to Florida State. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Hand it over. Let me get 4s in the chat. 4s in the chat, gang. 20-10 ball game, all or nothing. 19 strong in the chat. 13 on the like board. Still gunning for that 15. We gonna get it though. Jackson starting off this drive. Georgia's got to figure something out. I mean, they need to send pressure on number 3 right now. 188 yards is unacceptable. He's going for 200 yards. Down him. Listen, what is the record right now? Did Carlos, what did Carlos run for that time? Did he get 200 something? I need a fact check. I need a record check because I think it's gonna get broken tonight. Whatever it is, it might just get broken tonight because you got to figure Florida State's up, and that was a beauty. Over to Sean Landry, another one of those slot type of receiving running backs, if you will. Not officially in the slot like Zell and there's another running back, Draco Sutton, but he is playing that position. You see him still in the backfield getting some work in as Jackson's getting a rest because this kid's been a bulldozer, a workhorse. Sean's going to take the load. He is a sophomore. He should be able to run it. Remember, a transfer from Bama. Actually, and it's worked out. You know, Bama's having a good year, and so is he. So is Florida State. So You know, not too much of a fall off there. Still in a winning position. So hats off to Sean Landry. Little Sean is what we used to call him at North Shore over in Texas. Oh, man. Jerry Mays, shotgun action. Jackson back in the game. Gonna dump it off. Oh, Buford not able to hold on. You know, that kid's been getting a little active out there. That number, what is he, 35 or something? He's been putting in some work. Jerry Mays looking. Got it. Just a dagger. Trevon Simpson coming through once more with a clutch catch. Clutch reception here for his 53rd yard. Just 2 receptions, but 2 big ones. 1st and 10, Florida State moving those chains. And if they can get up tutty here, I think they can put this one to bed. Georgia's got to figure something out because it's getting dangerous. They just passed that Georgia, that G in the middle, that hometown G. They just have surpassed it, and they're looking for more. Okay, Sean does run slot. Sorry about that. I think we did change him. Okay, Jackson going for 200. I think that's going to be the record in the college series here. If he can get that 200-yard game, pass off the back foot, going the opposite way is Buford Van Dam on the reception here. And you got to figure up 10 with 9 to go. Florida State's going to be looking to chip away at this clock, and you know, none other than Jackson Belt will be back there ready to rush the ball for 200+ yards. He's having an epic day tonight at week 11. He decided to put on one of the greatest rushing games in PFL history. Oh, what a quick play, and there's his main guy, Trevon Simpson. Nobody's sticking with him off that line. He's getting off that line quick, killing defenders. A sophomore, one of the most dangerous receivers in the nation to line up against. It's a guy you don't want to see 2-4. Again, Coach Dutt trying to come talk to his 2 guys, his quarterback and his running back, Brooks and Smith, not seeing eye to eye. There's been a lot of that this season, even in the Discord. So it's like almost like the game understands. It recognizes the energies in the matrix. The numbers are adding up, and you see these 2 guys having a bit of words with each other. Jerry Mays in the shotgun here. Gonna fake it, and Jackson's gonna get caught in the backfield. I told you, the one person that can stop Jackson Belt is that boy Timmy. Timmy will get in that backfield. Timmy. He gonna get in that backfield. Oh boy. That boy Ricks. Timmy Ricky Rick. Yes, sir. Jerry Mays cleaning it out, clearing that backfield. He's like, we're not just gonna run it out, man. I still got some arm left in this game. I want to get rid of it, and I want to get rid of it to EG. And EG, if you're watching, congratulations, brother. Touchdown, please. Gonna put him to bed. Oh boy. Glove. Jerry Mays got greedy. He said, you know what, Jackson Belt, I love you, brother, but I want to do a little bit more orchestrating here. I want to do some surgery. I want to pass the rock. I want to get my guys involved, and I want to get more yards, little fella. Don't worry, you already got 200. Let me get mine. Florida State on top again and again and again. I tell y'all, they're the sleeper. They're the team that everybody overlooks, the great team that overlooks it. They just do it every week. Oh boy, Jerry Mays has had 2 incredible touchdown passes. 1 to Simpson, 1 to Glover. And actually, that one to Avila was pretty tough, too, in the back of the end zone. Oh, have a day, Jerry. Just have a day, sir. And now, Georgia is in trouble. This is the first time where I gotta say these boys are in some hot water. They're in some deep water right now. Here we go. KJ, nice dagger there. Got him good. AJ Barnes, 2nd and 1 here, and they're gonna have to move quickly. Not a lot of time to work with in this game. 7:23 left, 27-10. Number 2, Florida State. Number 7, Georgia. So it's not an upset. rightfully so, the team that's supposed to win this game is up big. Georgia's going to fall to 6-5. Going to be in a tough group of 6-5 teams. As Elko having a pretty good night, I should say. KJ Smith, not a bad night. 22 for 29. 22 for 29. I'm jacking it. That's a dope game. I'm digging it, bro. But I ain't jacking the way that line been abusing Ryan Brooks. I can't get with that. That's tough. That's a tough night. KJ looking to do more work out here. He's got his man Wimbo. 210 yards, 23 for 30 for this freshman quarterback here at Georgia. Again, tough situation to be in for Georgia here. 6-5 on the year. Going to be joining a crop of teams here coming up on the final week of the season of Ole Miss 6-5, Miami 6-5, and now Georgia falling to 6-5 after what seems to be a potential loss here. With just, ooh, that should have been a homer. What is going on? I think you kind of overthrew him on that one, KJ. Definitely got to hit Tyson in stride there. Oh, nice dimer though. That was a Dynasty. Oh my gosh. I mean, wow, that thing, man, it got past behind the back of the defender. Goodness. Oh, good pass. Oh, he's just throwing it. Let it go. So yeah, Miami 6-5. Georgia will be 6-5. Ole Miss falls to 6-5 after a loss this week as well. And Oregon has the potential or the chance to be 6-5 if they can get a win over Cincinnati, which a lot of people kind of booked that as a win, no offense, but they do have new leadership and Coach Ray Savage coming over from Notre Dame, as we see KJ breaking the tackle. Good boy run there, and KJ's leaving his heart out there. He's giving it all he's got. He's giving it all he's got. You can't say nothing wrong about KJ Smith. He's giving it all, his all. But Ray Savage over there with Cincy. Oregon looking to get a win here to get themselves in the 6-5 realm, or else they'll fall to 5-6 and join teams like Notre Dame and USC. So a really big game here, and with Georgia seeming like they're gonna fall here, it's gonna put them in a tough situation here coming down the stretch of the season, as Wimbo picking up another touchdown, and that's gonna be his second one on the season. He's been waiting to get touchdowns. He finally logged his first one last week, I believe. And he's going to get another one here as Georgia's still fighting. Got a little bit of a dog fight in them. You know they got that dog in them. But Georgia's going to get some more points on the board here as KJ and Wimbo have been linking up all day. It was only right that they linked up on a tutty, right? I mean, they've been linking up this whole day. The chemistry has been there. And now they put points on the board. Well deserved. Just a nice night, a nice link up for these two guys today. Really nice duo. I like the KJ Smith to Wimbo bands. I do. 27-17, 10-point ball game. Just 3 minutes left, guys. 2:59 in this ball game. Florida State looking comfortable here on the road. They've got a workhorse in Jackson Belt who can run some timeout like no other. About to get 200 yards on the... Whoa. Be careful. We've seen one of those be recovered already in the rain. It was in the rain. But that was a close one. That was a really good kick. Hey, that was a good kick. Georgia's special team is pretty special. But Florida State now is going to move to 8-3. They're going to join Utah and Bama. They were able to come away with wins as well earlier in this week. Bama taking down UCLA, and I'd have to look up really quick who Utah took down, but I do remember them winning this week. I think it was Miami. They got Miami, caught Miami slipping, and what's the name's first game back? Patrick Swayze the third. And yeah, this is just like I said, it's going to just be a run out the clock situation. They got those dogs in the backfield. Going to be going from Sean to Jackson as they're going to go with Jerry to pick up that first down and seal the deal. Is going to be E Glove. I love when E Glove come to the games, man. Much appreciated, bro. I respect you, bro. Like I know you ran some dope leagues and stuff, so tip my hats off to you, bro. I appreciate when you do take the time to come check us out. And even when I see your posts pop up on Instagram from time to time, I'm like, yo, E Glove. So, you know, and you was my guy at Georgia over at the RFL, so I got nothing but love for you, bro. And you're having a day, man. I love when you ball out. St. John Bosco alum, so you know how I go. Eric James was over there running with you one season. So I love seeing my guys do work. As Jackson Belt is for sure going to spin off for 200 yards. He's going to get 200 yards in one of the best ways we've seen. The spin, the deliver. Oh, man. Goodness gracious. Jackson Belt is one of the special ones. Definitely look for him to be a top 5 pick in the draft if he's going to run like this for another season. If he does this for 12 weeks in CS3, we're looking at a top 5 short pick. Oh, boy. Goodness gracious, here comes the pressure. This line finally trying to make something happen. LJ Gray is slipping up. He couldn't even find his way to get to Jerry Mays. It's been that kind of day. Just clumsy out there. The clumsy feats. The happy feats. They just happy and they ain't going nowhere. Jerry hands it off to Jackson. He's going to go up the middle. He's going to get a touchdown. He's about to go crazy. Oh! Jackson, cap it off, gang. Does he have a tutty yet? Come on. He deserves one. He deserves it. You can't have 20 yards and no touchdown. I'm not having it. Oh, Jerry's going to do him dirty. Oh, Jerry was going to say no. I want Glover to get his second one. AG, live and direct, picking up another touchdown. Have a day, Brody. Oh, boy. 33. Yikes. Eric Glover unscathed. No one in his territory. No one around this kid. Who wants to step up and touch him? He said, Winbo Bands, he's tough, but he's a pup. He's a Georgia pup. I'm a sophomore, and I've been here before. And he's putting on a show. These two tight ends going blow for blow. I'm feeling like Cassius Clay with the flow right now. It's natural, baby. 34-17 Florida State. Oh, my gosh. Would you look at this? Eric Glover. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. I'm talking about this is a tough performance, my guy. Oh, spectacular. Spectacular. Wow, just an amazing game from Florida State. Amazing game. And you know what? It kind of reminded me of that Notre Dame game. And what the funny thing about that is both teams ended up with 34. So that Notre Dame game was 34-0. And this game's 34-17. So shout out to the number 34. If you know any 34s out there, salute. Paul Pierce's and whatnot. Ray Allen's, old school Jesus Shuttlesworth. 34 was the magic number today on Friday night in the PFL, week 11 here. Oh. Dangerous pass. You definitely don't want to mess that game up you had there, KJ. Get him out of there. 3 and out. Don't even go for it at this point. Let's wrap it up here. Great game here from Florida State. Live to you from Atlanta, Georgia. Oh! That would have been such a Georgia-like play. I'm tripping. I don't even know if Georgia played in Atlanta. Y'all got to help me out in the chat. I'm not a big, college Georgia football guy like that. I just love playing for them and calling their games. But where is Georgia Stadium? I'm not sure if that's Atlanta or not, but I know it's Georgia for sure, and it's closest nearby. The stadiums never are in the main city sometimes in the state. But yeah, if y'all can help me out in the chat, give me some knowledge there. I'm always seeking knowledge. Where does Georgia play? Or do they play in Atlanta? Where's that at in Georgia? Athens. There we go. Athens, Georgia. So I'm sure that's not too far from Atlanta, but y'all can inform me on that. What is that? 2-3 hours? Something crazy? It's never the main city. I already know. So that's why I'm like, let me not get off the stream and stay with Atlanta. Let me get corrected so I can get it right. Okay, so between ATL and Augusta, so not too bad. I used to stay in Douglasville when I lived in Atlanta. Spent some time in Smyrna and Marietta a little bit. I was all over, you know, but I never quite lived in Atlanta, the city itself, but I was nearby for sure. College Park a couple of times. You already know. But shout out to KJ Smith. Nice game for this kid, man. You know what I'm saying? Nice game. 108 rating. I mean, when you lose a ball game on a 108 rating, you got to feel a little bit. First of all, you're pissed, but you know, you gave it all you had, man. You left it all out there on the field here. And Ryan Brooks, he's been having a tough stretch late in this season, and he sees that Heisman Trophy slipping away from him. It's been a tough stretch of games for Ryan Brooks, and he's no longer the clear-cut #1 running back anymore. I've got to officially state that publicly. But he is still a great running back. Still gave him 67 yards on 8 receptions. Wimbo Bands, he went blow for blow with Eric Glover. We'll tune in with Eric Glover's stats in a second, but let's give Wimbo his flowers with 8 receptions, 81 yards, and a tutty. Shout out to my boy Deuce. What up, Deuce? Chris Elko had himself a little game there. 5 touches, 5 catches for 37. Kyson 4 for 35. Barnes 3 for 28. So that defense really just locked up, man, because these receivers were not able to get busy. You got your running back and your tight end doing most of the work. So just the big bodies. If you're a big body, you was going to get some work done. Those other guys, they wasn't having it. Juan Redden here with 7 tackles, a tackle for a loss. So number 21 doing his job. Tim Ricks with 4 tackles and 2 tackles for a loss. So he was definitely getting in that backfield, making plays. DJ 3 with 3 tackles here. D Jones the 3rd. We had Amir Speed, of course, doing his thing. Not much, but out there trying to make some plays. LJ Gray with 2 tackles, a sack and a half. Davion Bryant, 2 tackles, a tackle for a loss. Kyrie Sims getting a little work in with 2 tackles and a tackle for a loss. Let's see who put in some dirty work here. Let's see our pass deflections, our forced fumbles, our fumble recoveries. Who put the body on the line? Davion Bryant with a pass deflection. LJ Gray with a forced fumble. I like to see that. I like to see that. Another forced fumble from Jalen Kimber. So it was a couple of forced fumbles in this game. Tim Ricks with a pass deflection. Juan with a pass deflection. So a couple of forced fumbles, no touchdowns. Georgia's normally good for at least 1 defensive touchdown. Their defense got ran through today. There's nothing more to say. The offense actually played pretty good. I feel like KJ had some very solid drives. Wasn't enough ultimately, but I mean, you match 108 for 122 and you get a W. 18 for 29, 203, and he has himself a day too. Jerry Mays 4 touchdowns, no interceptions. How's that? So, you know, just 2 up on KJ. Yards wise, KJ got him, but efficiency and just touchdowns, Jerry Mays was able to reel it in and get his team a W. And Jay Belt, historic performance here. No touchdowns. That's pretty salty. I'm a little bit shaken up by that. 25 attempts, 219 yards, 8.7 an attempt, bro. That's ridiculous. That means this man's almost rushing for a first down every run, but no touchdowns. Pretty incredible, though. I'll take the 219 on no. If you ain't going to have no touchdowns as a running back, give me 219 yards, sir. That's that. Eric Glover, 5 for 50. So like I said, Wimbo definitely bested him in the receptions category, in the yards category with 8 and 81. But Eric Glover, heavy production, 10 a catch and 2 scores here. So you do the math, you call it how you want to call it. I don't know who you feel won the matchup, but last time I checked, getting in that end zone matters the most. And 2 touchdowns, 5 for 50, 10 a pop. Can't get no better than that at this moment. Trevon Simpson, 65 yards, 3 catches and a tutty. Avila with 3 for 33 and a tutty. Trey Harrison came through with 14. Buford, and then Landry finishes with 26 and Belt with 9. We're going to come over here to the defensive side of the ball where you've seen Florida State Seminoles get after it a bit. Elijah Wagner with 4 tackles and a tackle for a loss. A.J. Hayden, 3 tackles. Wendy's with 2 tackles. And not too much production from the users here. A lot of CPU stops in this game. As we see Wendy's with a pass deflection here. As you know, he's going to be due for 1 at least a game. But yeah, a lot of work here from guys like Brendan Gant and Jarvis Brownlee. But really, it was that offense. That offense was really locked in and really kept that defense on the field and kept them working. Every time they had them on their heels. But I just want to say, really good performance from both quarterbacks. I don't have nothing bad to say about either one of you. Of course, Jay Mays, you can't hear me because you're a prime player. So, but KJ, if you hear me, man, great game, bro. Don't hold your head down. 6-5 record. You guys got to bounce back next week, final week of the season, and get into that playoffs and get right. But it's your boy Zeke, man. That's 3 games back to back in the booth. I'm back at it, guys. I hope you guys enjoy. I appreciate you guys for tuning in, and I'm signing off, guys. Tune in tomorrow for 2 more games for this week. Again, Cincinnati hosting Oregon. And we're going to have to close the week out with Texas and Michigan. And that'll be Michigan going to Texas to take on the Longhorns. It's your boy Zeke Pruitt, and I'm out of here. You guys enjoy your Friday night, man. It's still young. Get to it. 1.